Good morning, Stampin' friends. Hey, everyone, it's Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. I hope you are able to join me on this Thanksgiving Eve for a little Stampin' fun. I know some of you are probably busy in like full on Thanksgiving prep. So take a minute, sit down, let's do some stamping together. So, how are we this morning, everyone? How are we feeling about the big holiday coming tomorrow? Um, we're getting ready for nothing here. I just found out actually that the farmer does not have to work tomorrow. So it is a him and I day. We have no kids at the house, and we'll be having Thanksgiving on Saturday when my sister and her family are here, and my daughter and her boyfriend are here. But we won't have Junior this year. So we're kind of a little sad. We're going to miss a piece of us. So if you're on this morning, come on in and say hello. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping. This is my Christmas card series number 3. And this is the last one. I have been doing them since August. We had a class, and then the actual series started on September, October, and November. And so this is a Stamp a Stack class. So my group was here on Monday, and then I got my to-go kit shipped out. So if you purchased a to-go kit, I think they arrived way faster than I planned. And so this is the video recording, so you don't have your tutorials yet. So hang tight, friends, hang tight. I will be getting the tutorial out as soon as this video is done. So good morning, Lori, and good morning, Tisha. If anyone else is on with us, come on in and say hello. Of course, if you're catching the replay, make sure you stop and comment as well, so you can catch the replay anytime. But a couple little housekeeping things I want to make sure you're aware of. Black Friday is my all-inclusive kit sale. It starts at 12:01 on Friday morning, Black Friday, and will run through midnight on December 1st. This is my all-inclusive kits. This is not my class kits. That is a whole separate sale coming in December. So I did do a live yesterday to go over just some details and that type of thing, but you want to make sure you're on my mailing list because you're going to get first dibs. You're going to get the link first to do the shopping. So any questions about my kit sale, be sure and let me know. Quick reminder that the 12 weeks of Christmas is ending this Friday. So we kind of have an idea of something we might do with our group here, but I'm just wondering if you're getting the 12 weeks of Christmas, if you enjoy the 12 weeks of Christmas, if you have no idea what I'm even talking about, let me know in the comments, because if it's something that you enjoy, I kind of have an idea to keep it going year round. And so I'm just wondering if you guys all might like to have a free tutorial every week. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Good morning, Colleen. So happy to have you here. Then I'm going to just do a real quick shout out about some things that are coming on December 3rd. That's a big day with Stampin' Up, and you want to make sure you have it marked down because we're going to have 2 brand new kits coming our way, and I have a sneak peek of 2 of them. Well, both of them, I guess, and very, very cool. Very cool. Love, love, love the kits. You're going to really like these. They're different, and that's kind of one thing that I think they're trying out with Stampin' Up is some different kits to appeal to everybody. So good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Melinda. Yes, yes, yes. You like the 12 weeks of Christmas. Would you like a weekly tutorial? That's something I'm thinking about starting in 2025. So I'm kind of curious to see if you enjoy getting, I know a lot of you say you have so many things coming in your email box that it's just overwhelming. This would be in your email as well, but I do have an idea. So also December 3rd, we have brand new papers coming. Okay, so these are a re-release of papers we've already had, but we have redesigned the colors. So we've got Refreshed Beauty, Serene Love, and Shades and Hues. These will be while supplies last, starting December 3rd, 12 by 12, 12 by 12, 6 by 6. Okay, so information will come, details will come, but I want to make sure you are looking on December 3rd. And then, of course, we are going to get ready to say goodbye to our mini catalog. So our last chance list and last chance sale will go live on December 3rd. I'm planning that probably December 3rd. maybe December 4th, I will be doing my annual walkthrough where we go through page by page and highlight what's leaving, what's staying, what's on sale, all that good stuff. So what else do we need to talk about? Let's go ahead and talk about this particular stamp set. Good morning, Sandra and Sharon. We're going to use the Yuletide Village. So I felt like this was like a little bit of a sleeper stamp set. It's just kind of tucked in here in the corner. It has no paper. It has no gems. It has no ribbon, no dies. Hanging out right here with one of our favorites, the Shepherd's Care, page 56 of the annual catalog. No words, so you can add your own sentiment. The sentiment or the stamp set I chose, I did, what stamp set did I use? Greetings of the Season. This one right here. So lots of good sentiments. And this class, it really came together super, super cute, and everyone really loved it. A little bit of coloring we do have to do. So let's go ahead and get rolling so that if you have turkey prep going on, you are not going to miss out on that. Some of you might be baking and cooking. Anyone baking and cooking this morning? So here is, if I go higher, maybe you can see there's our first card, and we are going to do a little white on white. I feel like I need some light. Speaking of white, is my light going to work today? I don't know if this is any better or not. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know, better, worse. Of course, now it's going to glare. Maybe we'll put that over there, see if that helps a little bit. It's just kind of dark. Oh, well, duh. I don't even have the lights on my studio. I was up early this morning heading to the Walmart to get groceries. So I just got back, unloaded my groceries, put them all away, and ran in here to come hang out with you guys. So I do not even have the lights on in my studio. I got to do that because I cannot see anything. Hold, please. That's definitely better for me. Okay. So we've got our basic white. That's our card base. We're going to fold that in half. And then ahead of time, I took a piece of white, die cut a stylish shaped circle. When you cut that circle out, keep it. You're going to use it on another card. Now I'm going to take some Pool Party, and we're going to pull in. Why do I have multiple things here going on. All right. Pool Party and a blending brush. So we're going to add that little bit of color around the edge. Cat hair. There we go. Get that out of there. Can't have cat hair in our ink, right? And what we're going to do is just pick up that ink with our blending brush. And I always like to do swirly swirls. So pick it up. I kind of do my first one off the scrap paper. And you can always go back and add more ink. One thing I like to do is have my finger here, because this little neck, it's just plastic. It'll move. And if you have a heavy hand, we don't want to break our neck. We don't want to snap the neck off of our blending brush, right? So I do hold my finger there, and then I just do swirly swirls. You can always go back and add more ink. Absolutely. You cannot take ink off. So you do want to use a little bit of caution there. You're going to definitely pick up a little bit more ink in that stitch area, which is pretty cool. Good morning, Joan. We got the West joining us. We got Washington and we got Montana. I'm loving it. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us on Thanksgiving Eve. Are you all ready? Everybody ready for the holiday? All right, so there we go. If you can see, you just get a little bit of that color there. Hi, Vicki. We're going to take the little snowflakes, or they're almost like dots here, and we're just going to dot in Pool Party. So it's supposed to be reminiscent of snow, I'm fairly certain. There we go. A little bit of snow. And while we have it, let's go ahead and do our sentiment as well, since our ink is here. So we're going to do Merry Christmas down here at the bottom. And it is 2. This one is two stamps for the price of 1. So there we go. There's our Merry Christmas. And then we're going to get out our basic gray. Okay, so we're going to take this layer and we're going to put it on top of our card base, but we're not going to glue it down, okay? What I'm going to do is take a pencil and just do a couple little sketch marks, little ticks right here. And so when I pull this off, now I kind of know there's where my circle is. So that gives me some visual to stamp my houses. So they are your houses most likely, depending on how you do it, your houses most likely will not both fit on within the circle. So if you can see mine, they're kind of tucked under the circle just a little tiny bit. Here's going to be the little lights that are hanging. And there's our second set of houses there. So now we're going to do some coloring. So I am going to color these really, really quick. I use Stampin' Blends, but you could use whatever you have. So if you have watercolor pencils, aqua painter, water painter, whatever you got. But I kind of went with some subtle color and used, make some space here. If I'm going to color, lefties need space, right? So I took the light smoky slate on the first house, and I'm just coloring in the accents of the roof because there's a lot of snow in this village. They have had a good bit of snow, and they are going to get Wink of Stella on their snow. So in my kit, I included snowflake gems, and I also included Wink of Stella because this just looks so cool when you put all the little glimmer on the snow. It just gets it so sparkly. It's not going to translate here on video for sure, but make sure if you are using this little house, definitely add Wink of Stella. It just really makes everything pop, and you're going to love it, love it, love it even more. So I'm going to do some light pool party here, and we're going to color in this house here. And then the other house is done with soft seafoam is the other color that I use. Kind of, I almost felt like these are like maybe Williamsburg-y kind of colors with the light paint. And then you want to make sure that you also get you got that little snowman down there. So super cute little village we got going on here. Now I'm going to save some time, and I did do some coloring on the other ones. So you don't have to watch me color the whole time. That's like watching paint dry, right? Take that smoky slate again, and I'm going to do the little accents here on this house. They've even got snow on their chimney. All right, one down here, this guy's stoop. All right, and then that's going to be accents with the dark soft seafoam. Their windowsills, their door. Now, the one thing that I did notice, And I think when I made the card myself, I think I used the thick Whisper White because this one I use regular Whisper White, and look, you'll see through that. So if you're making this card, use thick Whisper White. If you have regular, maybe just put a backing here, or the girls at class said maybe put a pretty piece of DSP, something like that, just to hide where you colored through. I wasn't even thinking whenever I started cutting for class. So I used just regular old basic white. I said Whisper White, didn't I? Showing my age. We haven't had Whisper White for a while. All right, so there's our cute little house. And then I would add, like I said, I would add the Wink of Stella on there. The thing I am going to do is to add some dimensionals here. So let's put a little bit of dimension, some Pop-Tarts on here, so that it is raised up just a smidge. Gives a little bit of dimension there. And like I said, putting the Wink of Stella on a video, you guys just don't even see how pretty it is with the shimmer and shine, but do it. If you're using this stamp set at home, just do it. You will not be disappointed if you wink this whole little village with all the pretty snow. All right, so there is our card number 1. Okay. Yeah, see, like you won't even see the winker. Can't even see the winker. All right, let's move some stuff out of the way. And these are the gems that I use. My cards do not have the gems on them, these snowflakes, but that's what I would choose to put on there because I think that'll really shine with some of the gold. And then there's white snowflakes as well. And we use the snowfall embossing folder on a few of them. So put some gems on there. You will not be disappointed. Okay, next up, we're going to go to church. And we have got some Lost Lagoon, some Pool Party, and some basic white. And we should have some of this is the new brushed silver, brush silver and brush gold. This is an online exclusive. Ruh-roh. We're missing the tag. Now, I know I cut them out because I spent days cutting. Well, son of a biscuit. How do I not have any tags? All right, we might have to use our imagination a little bit on this one, but that's okay. You can do it. Did I drop them? I don't even see them. All right, so this is our card. This is the tag that I'm missing. So we'll have to pretend that we have that little tag because I don't see it here. And I'm not going to go cut one while you guys are busy watching this video. So I did change a little bit around. I used Lost Lagoon here, did not like that. So I decided we were going to do Lost Lagoon on Pool Party with the church. And I think the church just stands out so much nicer. I was looking for a piece of white. Just need a little scrap paper there. So I feel like that church is going to stand out so much nicer with dark ink on a light background. Totally so much better. So ideally then I would stamp, and I use the Love and Joy, stamp that on one of the tags, which I don't have handy, but we're going to add the white layer, and you can see that's already embossed ahead of time with the snowfall embossing folder. And I also made my layer of silver a little bit bigger. I thought if we're going to show off some really pretty foil paper, let's show it off. On mine, I have just a little strip there, but I want to see a little bit more glimmer. So you will definitely see more silver along the edges on your cards. There we go. Then we can add this to our card base. This is a very, very easy card. Quick and simple, but is perfect for the holidays with the church. There we are. And then we'll add our banner with some dimensionals, and that will be it. I would add some Wink of Stella as well to the snow on the church roof, just for a little bit of sparkle. But you could make a bunch of these. Quick and easy peasy. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just pretend we have that little tag. So no, Lori, actually all the kits in my sale are all-inclusive kits, not my class kits. None of my class kits, because that sale will be coming in December. I have to pull those all out and go through them and coordinate, make sure everything that they need. So all-inclusive kit sale. And I actually did a live video showcasing some of the kits, talking about what's going to be in the sale. But yeah, all-inclusive kits are included at Black Friday. Okay, so there's card number 2. Let's get card number 3, because there are 5 cards in our class. 5 cards. All right, now I do need to find my cleaner though. Here it is. Because we're going to use this church on the next card as well. Which actually I think I don't need the cleaner, because I think I already stamped it ahead of time. So we've got our basic white base. We've got some of that pretty new gorgeous brushed gold that comes in the pack with the silver. That's an online exclusive. So you get, I think, 3 sheets of silver and 3 sheets of gold brushed. And it's $10. So pretty good deal. I have a piece of real red that I embossed with the distressed tile embossing folder. There's the circle that we punched out of the first card, stamped the church on there and colored it in. So the colors I use are crumb cake, granny apple green, and real red. And then I have another one right there. We also need a bit of twine. All right, I do not understand how my ink pads go missing. How does this happen? Come on, ink pad. Okay, there we are. And here is our card for this one. Good morning, Jeanne. So happy to have you guys on here. Oh, Joan's here. Awesome. Vicky's here. Good deal. Good deal. Some of you guys are taking the break from Thanksgiving prep to hang out for a little bit. I love that. All right, so here's card number 3. We're going to add our gold and red together. Love that combination. And I'm making sure, because that foil, I really want this cardstock to stick. So I am making sure that I have a lot of adhesive on here. I don't want it coming off. I also made this layer just a little bit bigger, because see, on this one I just did a tiny little bit of gold. If you're going to have gold on there, baby, let it show. All right, here we are. Now we can add our church on here with some dimensionals, and then we're going to stamp, and that really is all there is to this one. Still such a pretty card. I really love the one with the church. That might be my favorite one. So we're going to have this one hanging out here, and then we have another one, both done with the stylish shapes. Our season's greetings. That can go on with some dimensionals as well. I'm going to just have adhesive right down here in that corner, and then just a couple little Pop-Tarts up top. Now, I did bring a special guest to class today. So if you got the to-go kit, you will have a really long piece of twine. just make sure that you fold it in half and cut it, because this will be for both of your cards. So these classes are double cards. You make 2 of each card if you purchase this to-go kit. The other thing, I get asked a lot if I have tutorials. Yes, I always sell my tutorials. So if you're interested in just purchasing the tutorial, all my classes are sold out. I don't have any more of those. But if you're interested in the tutorial, just message me or put tutorial in the comment and I can send you the link. So yes, I totally offer my tutorials always. But anyway, we're going to add that ribbon, or that little bit of twine with a little good old snot dot. So if you guys follow me on Facebook, you may have seen my post about Boy. So Boy actually came to class today. Now, like I said, I would do some Winkostella on here, and then I would add some of those pretty snowflakes. I think that would be awesome. So yesterday, my husband found Boy, who is my son Aiden's, his lovey. I mean, here he is. He came to class today. So I brought him down here because I feel so terrible that he is upstairs in Aiden's room, longingly looking out the window for him. But this little guy has been my 3rd child since the day Aiden was born. Aiden was born sucking his thumb. I am pretty sure he sucked his thumb from the minute he grew a thumb. So when he was born, his thumb automatically went right in his mouth. He knew what he was doing. And so Boy was a gift to him. I'm pretty sure it came from Meemaw, because Meemaw is a giraffe lover. So I'm pretty sure that Boy came from her, and he was beautiful at one time, but he is loved now. And Aiden would suck his thumb and twiddle Boy's ear. So that would have been the ear that is supposed to be here. And it was really, 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 really long and skinny, because he would twiddle his little fingers on Boy's ear. But Boy had an accident with our dog, Jack. And Jack got a hold of Boy and pretty much shredded him. So his ear was ripped off, and his back of his neck and his guts were out. And my friend Bobby wonderfully took Boy and sewed him back up and kind of gave him a pseudo ear out of some of his fabric. And so that's why he has this. That's the twiddling ear. He lost a horn in the accident, and you can tell where he was held, right? This is where you hold him. So he has nothing in his neck anymore. But he is, it was rough to see him sitting in Aiden's room on the windowsill. Like, he literally was looking out the window, wondering why Aiden had left him. I told another story that when Aiden was in middle school, he had cleaned up his room, got some of the toys and the stuffed animals and all that stuff, and like packed them up in the Rubbermaid, and they went down into the basement. And later that night, we heard Aiden had gone to bed, and Aiden is my son. You will see him online called Junior, but he is not a junior. He is Aiden, and but that's kind of, we all have Facebook names. Aiden is Junior, Farm Boy Junior. Chris is the farmer. I'm the Stampin' Queen, and my daughter is Poodle. But so if you're confused, so I only have one son, and online he's known as Junior, but in real life he's called Aiden. And so anyway, Aiden had gone to bed, and we heard him come trudging down the stairs. He went into the basement, down those stairs, came up the stairs with Boy, because he had been packed away. And Aiden tried to go to bed that night. And he looked at Chris and I, and he said, "Nope." And off he and Boy went back up to bed. And Boy has lived in his room ever since. Not necessarily in his bed, and not necessarily when he's sucking his thumb as he got older, but Boy has always been his room. He was not able to get packed away. And he was been lost before. We lost him for quite some time, and we had a replacement Boy, a brand new, beautiful one. We found the exact same Boy, and we tried to give it to Aiden, and all he did was twiddle its ear and handed it back and said, "This ain't Boy." And so we found him. He's been lost in Walmart before. He's been lost in my daughter's closet for quite a few months. We lost Boy. That was a little bit rough. And we thought, well, this is it. We finally have made the detachment of having to have the sucker with us every single day of our lives and wondering where he was and all that kind of stuff. So I could tell you a bunch of stories about Boy, and I bet you guys have many stories about your kids and grandkids. So post them in my Facebook group. I actually asked today to hear your stories about your kids' loveys or stuffies, that he did go to college without him. Yes, he lived here. Yes. Yeah, Boy lived here. He lived in his bookcase, and but he did not go to college with him. But how he got on the window, I don't know, because he's always lived in the bookcase. And so anyway, we have him here, and we will take care of him, and we will keep him. I was toying with whether or not I should send him down, but he didn't go to college with him. So we'll see where Aiden lands. Yeah, Cindy said, where were air tags back then? Amen, sister. Yes, the day that we officially lost him, we lost him in Walmart because Aiden would do what we called shopping for others. So if we were in the car, he was in the cart and I was pushing the cart and I'd be shopping and doing my thing, Aiden would take things off of the shelves and put them in other people's carts as they passed by. This was his, he was a kid, I don't know, 3, 4 maybe. And so he had a habit of that and just kind of randomly putting stuff in people's carts. And so when we came home for nap and I was like, where's Boy? And he said, I put him in the cart. And we had just come back from Walmart and I thought, oh my Lanta, like you put him in somebody's random cart, like your child is in another person's cart. So I called Walmart and I said, if this should show up, could you please save, this is what he looks like. This is a little boy or whatever. So I got Aiden to go down for a nap, which was not easy. It was a lot of crying and a lot of hysterics because he didn't have his love. And a little bit later in the afternoon, like they called and they were like, we found your giraffe. He's at customer service. So we went flying in there and they said he was in a clothing rack. So I guess as we were going through the clothing, Aiden decided to just pop him into a clothes rack. And I don't know why, but Walmart had found him. They said, we actually did a search and spread out through the store and did a sectional search to find him. And he had a little ribbon around his neck and was sitting there at customer service. So I am a Walmart fan. I know not everybody is, but when they got Boy back for us, I'm like, love you, Walmart. Thank you. And the lady said, I know exactly. I'm a mom too, so you know what it's like. And one thing that we cannot handle as moms is seeing our kids with their hearts broken. Am I right? And when he lost Boy, his heart was broken. All right, so let's go ahead and get another card going here because I talked way too long about my stuffed animal. My stuffed animal from my childhood is in my closet. So I still have it. I'll bring him next time. Maybe that'll be my special guest, is my stuffy from when I was a kid. I'll bring him along. All right. So what we got on this card is basic white, old olive, and crumb cake. So the basic white I embossed with the timber embossing folder, but at class, we thought we liked the snowflakes the best. So if you have snowflakes at home, you could definitely use the snowflakes. It just kind of feels very wintry and cozy and warm. So we've got that one. Add that to some old olive and attach that to our crumb cake. Oh, somebody said they had a horsey, baby blankets. Oh, those textures, right? The silky hems of the textures of baby blankets. Yes. Oh, it's hard when they grow up, isn't it? So we're going to stamp Happy Christmas on this little strip here, but we need some black. Here we go. Happy Christmas to you. Okay, Happy Christmas. Then we need a little tree, and this comes in the same stamp set. That's going to get stamped on some scrap. Don't like that. Let's do it again. My ink pad may need a little bit of juice after going through class this week. Now, I have 2 of our hexagon punches here. So we're going to stamp our house on the 1 hexagon punch and color that in. And is that all I need? Yes. All right, so let's pretend I did some coloring. You can see here that I added real red for the shutters and the door, and I did yellow so that it looks like somebody's home. Little crumb cake for the light of the house or the roof of the house, and then stamp and color your Christmas tree and cut that out, or your it's not a Christmas tree, but you know what I'm saying. And fussy cut that out. I'm going to do that later so that you guys don't have to watch me do more coloring, but I want to make sure you see that you're going to trim that hexagon in half and then just layer it on the white. So just a little bit of color at the top and a little bit of color at the bottom. And then you can add your tree as well. Okay, so once you get your coloring, we'll add our Happy Christmas on here, put this on with some dimensionals, a little linen thread there, and color and fussy cut your tree. So we're going to move past that one, okay? Because you guys, we already saw it. You don't need to watch me redo, yeah? Because I want to show you the very last one, and I feel like I've taken up way too much of your time already. All right, so our final one, you had to cut. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Debbie. Oh, Joan, you had a thumb sucker. Yeah, that's a hard one. My kids never had binkies. They suck their thumbs, and it's easier said than done because you can take a binky away, right? You can't take their thumb away. And so yeah, so we had braces, of course, but that's okay. It worked. I mean, you figure they're not going to be sucking their thumb when they're in their 20s. So, you know, it's going to stop at some point. And I'm pretty sure Chris and I were both thumb suckers as well. All right. So here is our, here is our next one. So I want to share how to do this one super, super quick. So another white embossed with that cool snowflake embossing folder. Oh, we have to do, okay, hopefully I do not forget. We need to do my Prize Patrol winner from last week. I was giving away one of my, the custom stamp made for Sweet Grace. And I want to make sure I announce that before I log off. Okay, so now what I have are 2 die cuts from Greetings of the Season. So I have one done in balmy blue, I have one done in white, and then the balmy blue is embossed with the swirl embossing folder. So we're going to stamp our houses on the white. You know what? I think I did this already. Hold up. I feel like, haha, I did do it. All right, so you're going to stamp those houses on the white. And then what you're going to do is just cut them out, leaving the bottom already stitched, if that makes sense. So when we overlay that on our blue tag, it looks like it's all still one piece because you can see the stitching of the tag. I know it feels like kind of blasphemous to cut up this tag and not just use a piece of regular white paper, but I really liked the look of it with the stitching still at the bottom. And then, of course, like I had mentioned, make sure you're putting lots and lots of Linka Stella on here because everything's better when it's blingy and shiny and shimmery and sparkly. And also some gems. Mine don't have gems on them, but I did include gems in the class. All right, so I think, let's see if we have any green glue. Are my green? Yes. So let's use some green glue for this one. Take that little piece there, and we can just line it up right at the bottom of the balmy blue one. We'll attach that with some dimensionals. I'm going to put a dimensional right there on that hole because when I put my string, it's going to hold it. So a little pop up here. Thank you, Melody. I thought they were cute too. I got to get some Christmas cards done. I can tell you that for sure. I've been stamping a lot of Christmas, but I'm still behind. How does that happen? How does it happen? All right, let's get some red, real red. And I really like this sentiment. This is from a different one. I'll have to tell you which one this is from. Love from our home to yours. Let me, do I have a stamp? Yes, this one. Peaceful season. So another good sentiment set, because I think it says love from my home to yours and love from our home to yours. So you've got two options there. So we're going to add this right here, little adhesive here. Bitty dimensionals will be perfect for this. So let's put bitties on there. Line up those two little holes right there. And take our piece of twine and we're going to make ourselves a bow. And this is our last card of the class. You're still hanging in there with me? Hey, we have a lot of people on with us. That's cool. I thought for sure everybody would be all busy out shopping and getting their yams and all that good stuff. I do have to go get ice cream today. That's my role. Ice cream is my role. I can handle it. And we have a little farm market that has the best ice cream. Oh my goodness. So good. So I'm going to do that afterwards. Then after I'm done with that, I'm going to clean Junior's room. That's where the whole boy thing started. We're getting ready to make his bedroom kind of a guesty room. So when my daughter comes home, she can stay there. Okay. So there, let's check out our cards here that we made with the Yuletide Village. I think they're super adorbs. There we go. There's all of our cards. Yeah. And in class, everybody made two. Super, super fun. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. Again, if you're interested in purchasing the tutorial, just hit me up. I do have them available. And I promised that I would tell you who the winner turkey dinner is. So last week I was giving away my custom made stamp from Nick at Unity Stamps or Magnuson Stamps. We did the Thinking of You at Christmas, and this was with Sweet Grace in mind. And a bunch of you bought it, like well over 80 of you bought this stamp. So I bought my own. Well, Nick sent me the prototype before we got it all good and ready. So he sent me another one for free, which was super, super sweet. So the winner of the Thinking of You at Christmas stamp is Colleen Midhour. So I don't think Colleen is on with us, but congratulations, my dear. I will get this to you. It'll probably be after the holiday, but congrats to you. Don't forget, I've got my Black Friday kit sale. Again, it's just the all-inclusive kits. The already made, everything included kits are on sale. This is my personal stash, not a Stampin' Up! Special, okay? Just me. You are going to shop the kits with a special link. Check out, you do not pay. Okay, so you will not pay. I will message you and then you and I will discuss the shipping, okay, because shipping is not included. So we'll talk about the best way to do that. You can do pickup if you're close by. I can combine them, put them together if you got more than one. So the kit sale is Black Friday through December 1st. And then coming in December, the farmer is going away on vacation. And so I'm going to take that time he's gone to get all my kits out, look through them, make sure the pieces and the parts are there. And then I will be doing a kit sale in December. So make sure you come back next week, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, because I have a special December offer for you guys. And so you do want to see what we have, focusing on gift giving. Okay. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving, my friends. Hope everything goes smooth for you and you enjoy plenty of time with your friends and family. Stay safe if you're traveling, and I will see you all next week. Bye, my friends.